Okay, people, so I guess I'm going to do another video here calling out YouTube's bullshit. Seriously, I told you, right? They're on a roll. They went in and they took down another video. Okay? So what's the date today? It's October 17th of 2023. Here's another one. Medical misinformation policy. We think. They think they can't be specific, right? They just think, okay? Because this is more than thinking. This is gang stalking, okay? This is fucking homegrown terrorism, right? In terms of something's taken over YouTube and it's not of human descent, okay? Sure, humans are tweaking it, but at the end of the day, people, we're dealing with a completely different fucking agenda here that has nothing to do with humans. I'm going to talk about it in a minute. There's two things I want to talk about. I want to talk about this, and then we're going to talk about Uncle John, because that bank, CIBC Bank, they called me up yesterday, and, you know, Andre's trust account's been on lockdown ever since that bank facilitated the medical kidnapping of Uncle John. Uncle John's been dead, technically, since January of 2018, but he was medically kidnapped in February of 2015. So let's do the math. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So he's been gone for how many, 8 years? 8 years, people? Did I run my fingers twice? I don't know. I'll have to double check it. In the meantime, we'll get back to that in a second. What we're going to talk about is this, okay? And now this video is called Benefits Outweigh Risks, Says Who? November 28th of 2020. Okay, so I was going to put this on me for a minute, and I'm going to keep this video short and just say what I got to say, okay? Now, in regards to this, I'm going to see if I can find those 3 videos that were just taken down. Okay? They should be on my external hard drive. However, I know that I was having some issues at one point, and I was converting on this computer, and before I was uploading, I put it on a flash drive, the video, or whatever it was, and then I uploaded it on from this computer, so I don't know. I have to double check things. I should have it on my external hard drive, although I know there's a couple of videos that are on a flash drive. And then I'm going to take those videos and I'm going to upload them onto BitChute. Now the problem with BitChute is it's an unstable website because it's under attack. It's under attack, people. I used to be a paying member to them, right? I used to be. When YouTube took down my whole channel, just out of the blue, deleted my channel off the freaking server. Accused me of what? I don't know, but they just did. And anyway, I didn't expect it to get it back. It was gone for over 3 months. They went into my old videos and they did something. I know they did something. And at one point in the future, I'll go into another external hard drive that I have, and I'm going to see if I can find this one particular video in relation to what I think that they've done to a particular video that stems back as far as 2012 and relates directly to the British Columbia Canadian Parliament buildings with their debates, right? I think they actually deleted something and took something out of that particular video, because when they reposted it or did whatever, it changed the post date compared to what I have printed out. I have a video on that in terms of I noticed it and I made reference to it, but it's not like I'm digging around for that particular video. But anyway, I'm not worried about that right now. So I'll upload this video, and then I'll make an effort to look for these videos And if I can't find them on my external hard drive, I'm going to record them this way with my camcorder, and then I'm going to upload them onto BitChute. But the problem with BitChute is that website is also under attack. I guess their pay provider was hijacked by a corrupt government to where BitChute couldn't receive payments anymore, and they just stopped coming out of my account. Now they're asking me to re-register with a different payment plan, but I haven't done that because, you know, after going through with YouTube, putting up all these videos, you know, initially with the first web page that they gave us, you know, you spend hours and hours and hours and you get it to where you want it, and then they come and they take it completely away, and they give you, you know, garbage and replacement in terms of, you know, like a prison cell in terms of how your pages look now compared to what they used to look like back in 2012, right? And then, you know, you do, right? And I mean, obviously I'm targeted because of the foundation. I believe if I didn't have the foundation, maybe things would have been different for my family. Maybe my family would not have been targeted as much as they were. Obviously, Uncle John was a big instrument for my family being targeted and murdered and harvested, because we're dealing with people that have no scruples, big money because they steal money, and then they, you know, they pay people to take out other people. You know, they have their mind control techniques, and they're you know, they're a whole different class of individuals that operate on a whole different level that, like, you know, I don't even know how to explain an Eleanor Gilding or a Dr. Barr or a fucking politician that is completely 100% black inside and dead, basically, outside of, I don't know, people. Like, I just can't fathom doing the things that these people have done just in order to acquire wealth. And, you know, there's other things around that situation. So, okay. So, you know, re-signing up and repaying to become a member to BitChute just so I can put videos up and, you know, expand on my, I guess you could say, playlist, and, you know, get all my ducks in order and feel like I've accomplished something, for it to be all wiped out, basically, because that website is under attack. Right? Just like my channel is under attack. Right? You know, you notice a lot of us are under attack by our government, people, because this is all government run, right? Okay? And these companies, they hire psychopaths that enjoy attacking other people and stalking them and just the whole 9 yards, right? I mean, clearly that's what my videos have shown you, okay? So, I can't justify at this point, and I'm trying to get a handle on my spending, and, you know, and just kind of like, you know, I'm in a really high debt load, right? So I gotta shift my thinking and you know, cut back on spending and just pay bills and just whatever. I don't, right? And not only that, but like, I'm not gonna pay for BitChute at this point, thinking I can build up my playlist so that I can have a voice or have a history or have a life or whatever it is, just to have it ripped up from underneath my feet because of corrupt government shutting down that website. Just like YouTube is shutting down my channel little by little and trying to mold me into something that they can market for themselves as they mistreat my family and encourage the ongoing targeting of my family so that we become even more injured or die. Because you can't say that through what YouTube's been doing all these years hasn't had an influence on how the outside of my realm within my community hasn't affected us people. YouTube encourages the gang stalking in the community against my household. Yeah. For the simple fact is they participate in it in themselves, and they think it's funny. So I have no means of fighting back other than speaking out against it. That's one way. And I'm going to look for those videos. I'm going to upload them onto BitChute. I am thinking to experiment with Brighteon.com, but then again, that's probably another website that is, because I have a channel there, I just don't use it, right? That is probably and more than likely and is under attack because it promotes free speech, swearing and all. I don't see Mike Adams coming after me because I say, motherfucker, right? You probably say, well, you know, you're not going to get as many views, Miss Chorney, but do what you got to do, right? I suppose if I wanted a lot of views because I had some mission to make money for myself or whatever, then yeah, I'd cut back on the swearing. I'd make more of an effort, but that's not what my videos are about. It's always been about community activism. And that's why I'm doing this video right now, to let you know that for whatever you're thinking, I suppose if you're brown-nosing for those views and that monetization so that you can make money, then yeah, it works good for you, but not for people like me, no, that stand up against corruption. Now, speaking of that, so we know that YouTube is up to something on a personal level, attacking my channel and me and my family, setting us up for more gang stalking, setting us up for more targeting, setting us up for more being injured and then eventually dying, so that eventually our organs can be harvested, okay? There's just no way around that. That's a given, people. Right? They can pluck out a video here. They can pluck out a video there. They can break because my videos go from video to video, kind of talking in line of what's going on at that moment, from day to day to day, from video to video. So if they take out a video here and they take out a video there, using it as they think I'm spreading misinformation, they're also plugging out the storyline. They're breaking the story. It's like ripping a page. I've said this before. It's like ripping a page out of a book, ripping another page out of the book. So you're reading, and then all of a sudden you're missing 2 pages, and you got this big gap of you don't know, you want to know what's going on, but you can't because the information's been robbed of you because somebody ripped out those pages. That's basically what YouTube is doing. Right? As well as this is terrorism against my personal well-being and the well-being of my family. And I don't care what YouTube staff has got to say, because for all their, we're trying to protect this and we're trying to protect, fuck you. No, what you do is you set people up to be fucking targeted within their own fucking communities because you work with the dirty fucking cops and corrupt government, and you try and control people by scaring the pants off them, by threatening them, by abusing them. Yeah, that's exactly what you do. And you use a free fucking website to do it, as you exploit them for every penny that you can get out of them, and then give them nothing back. Yeah, and then we wonder why we end up fucking dead. Okay, let's set the fucking record straight. That's exactly what's been going on for years and years and years, and that's exactly why the non-profit has gone nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Outside of me still standing here reminding people that there was and is an official non-profit that doesn't go nowhere except a whole lot of this. So, YouTube likes to promote warmongering, where it's normal to evacuate more than 500,000 children under the age of 18 from their homes up in the Gaza Strip area, because you got some lunatics, religious ones at that, that think that for whatever reason they have the right to traffic human beings. Okay? That is all over YouTube. Just, that's big money. Creates a lot of advertisement to talk about that shit. Yeah. As they're being blown up. Yeah. Being told to get out of freaking town. Yeah. right? Being sent one way, can't leave though, because they're being attacked, so they gotta come back, kind of like a Maui. Yeah. Right? Being led like a carrot with water. Well, if you go over here, you might be lucky. You might. And you might get some water. So go over there. But while you're going over there, we're going to attack you so that you run back over there. Because ultimately, we don't want you coming back. So the more that we can get rid of, then we're more guaranteed to not have you come back. Okay, this is the politics that's going on right now on YouTube, and they want to talk about medical misinformation. Well, what about all those fucking hospitals up in the Gaza area that are being blown to bits with a whole bunch of little children sitting around in them, and no medicine, right? No electricity's running out for some of those hospitals that are running on generators, right? You know, they don't have, like, you know, gauze and antibiotics and clean water and food for the, right? Right? Oh, I know, just pack up those injured, blown up children and put them on a gurney and start dragging them through the rubbled rock streets to go over there to have them have something shot at them, so they have to drag them back over there, assuming that they even survive. Like, YouTube is so full of fucking shit, it's pathetic, people. Well, there's your medical misinformation, right? As these warmongers up in that part of this world just want to turn it into one big war fest. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and you coming in and you're fucking harassing me? Making it so that Tasty Bonnie feels justified to fucking stalk my yard with her friends even more? YouTube staff? Is that what you're encouraging here? Right? Because you know you've done it. Yeah, yeah. Mr. Lantern that lives over there, right? Alright, we know how that goes, don't we? YouTube staff, right? GMOI, get off my internet after they took Uncle John. That was in partnership with fucking YouTube, people. Okay? That shit didn't show up until they took John. Speaking of John, let's go on to that subject. So, okay, I'm putting away food prep. I'm at the point where I don't need to buy anything. The only thing that I want to buy, in light of what our governments are doing to us as a people, is cans of ham, 554 grams, 370 grams, whatever I can find, because I'm ordering, I order again, they ran out, so I go to the next brand, I order again, they ran out, so now I'm at the next brand, right, and I buy multiples of 10, and it's canned ham, right? And I'm just putting them away. That's the only, because I don't want a can, like, from a pressure canner. I got enough. I don't need to. Right? But in a can, like an actual physical can, it's nothing for me to buy 10 of them at $60 a pop, put them in a box and put them away and save them for my family. Right? You know, bought a few extra bags of rice, but that's about it, people. I bought 10 bottles of, 10 bottles of, they're almost 1 liter bottles of apple cider vinegar. I mean, how many bottles of apple cider vinegar do you really need? Especially when you don't even really use it. But it was on sale, and I bought them. And now I have them. It's good to try and get your animals to have it in their water a little bit as a parasite management, right, or whatever. If I had to, I could use it for cleaning. You can use it for canning, right? You can put it in your salad dressings. I mean, and it never goes bad. Just keep it out of the dark, right? It will age over a long period of time, but it never goes bad unopened, right? So I bought 10 big bottles. But other than that, people, there's nothing that I need. Ham, 10 here, 10 there, 10 here, 10 there. After $300 worth of more ham, tucked away here, tucked away there within the house, I'm good. I'm not too worried about it. What I am worried about, though, is this ongoing stalking of my family. Yeah, and how websites like YouTube promote that shit, just with this kind of shit that they're doing right now. And, you know, whatever they're thinking they're doing is not gonna make me go off and get this shit. I'm sorry, I'm not getting addicted to no fucking needle. Alright? I'm not. And I'm not going to have somebody come in and inject God knows what into my body just because they're an asshole and they said I have to. So that ain't happening. And as long as the kids are with me, that ain't happening for them either. So for whatever fucking YouTube is setting people up for, because that's what they're doing, people. They're setting up fucking people so that they can throw in all this radiation into the air with all these bombs, bomb after bomb after bomb after bomb, as they're trafficking 500,000 kids at one time, ripping them up out of their fucking home, right? Throwing them into hospitals all mangled and shit like that if they're not putting them on the run, okay? But they're all healthy. These are healthy kids. So somehow it makes it okay. Somehow it makes it okay to go on and on and on and on and on about it on YouTube, because that is what? Non-medical misinformation? No, last time I checked is you got a lot of fucking traumatized kids that are basically homeless now, that are easy pickings for the traffickers if they're not severely injured, sitting up in hospitals waiting for the next fucking bomb to fall on them without any resources. Let's be real about it, okay? What? And so, what? They're going to come in with their inoculations and inoculate everybody and say, don't worry, you won't get sick even though you're all mangled? Even though you have no place to go, even though we took away your water and you got no food? Like, what the fuck? It's like, it's asinine, people. Completely fucking asinine, okay? So, Uncle John. Alright, I'm in this small bathroom, cleaning it out, trying to put stuff away, reorganizing, and I find his walking cane. His white walking cane, because he was legally blind, right? And Uncle Andre and I, we've been talking about it when I go out, that, you know, I probably should get a cane soon. A white cane at that, right? And it just so happens I found Uncle John's original cane, the one that he used. So I'm going to use it. Yeah. I'm going to use it. I found it like 2-3 days ago. And and now I'm going to talk about this. Who calls me yesterday? Who calls me yesterday? CIBC Bank. Oh, well, we want to talk about this account. Well, you know, we've been informed that John died. I'm like, yeah, no kidding. He died in January 2018. Oh, well, I said, doesn't matter. You guys fucking killed him. You're the ones that fucking caused the medical kidnapping of him. You facilitated it. You committed fucking fraud. Hey, like, fuck you. I hung up on him. Like, fuck you. You're gonna call me up after all this time and you want to deal with some dinky little account that requires John's signature and my signature after all this fucking time, after everything that you fucking did to John and my family, basically destroyed and put a hit on my fucking family, where now I've got 2 dead daughters and Uncle John was medically kidnapped and doped up and put in the bowels of a ferry in a fucking hammock, rushed through the emergency ward at the Victoria General Hospital with some fucking hag, fucking stupid hag, saying, look how we found him. Yeah, you found him like that at the old Yale Center after you doped him up with your crooked freaking nursing professional friends, just so you could steal his money with the assistance of the bank. And then, you know, they gave him shock therapy, because that's what the hospital does over there. They like to give old people shock therapy so they forget their fucking past. And they killed him. After everything was all signed and sealed and delivered. That's what CIBC Bank helped to facilitate. And then they put the hit on my family because Eleanor Gilding had a whole whack of money and she could afford to do it. Well, YouTube props that shit up. Because it's all in partnership with the dirty fucking cops. Because you know who's doing the illegal organ harvesting, trafficking of bodies out here, people? Who was standing guard over Sierra? Dirty cops. Who was in the basement, knowing Shimei was dead, and let Julian walk? Dirty cops. Who's running fucking YouTube? Dirty cops. Who's protecting the kids of Gaza? 500,000 of them. Evicting them from their homes. Blowing up their neighborhoods. Blowing up the hospitals. Where's the medical misinformation in that shit? Depriving them. Not giving them eliminating access to water and food. Is that not medical misinformation? Oh, they don't need food, they don't need water, they don't need shelter, they just need to get the fuck out of town, assuming that they can even survive the bombs. Let's slap on an ad, YouTube. Isn't that what you like? Warmongering? Your satanic bullshit crap? Sacrificial lambs being murdered? Yeah, we know how it rolls. So, the dude phones me back. I said, what do you want? Oh, well, I know it's hard. I understand it. I said, you don't understand shit. I said, listen, I'm going to be contacting head office of CIBC Bank. I'm going to send them all this fucking information that I had that the government had staring them in their fucking face. I reminded them I had enduring power of attorney, and that bank fucked me around, withheld that information from me, did not acknowledge it, accused me of this, accused me of that, and killed John. Just so they could commit fraud and make money for themselves. And I told him, you're gonna do what you're gonna do with Andre's little trust account that requires John's signature on there. What, you gonna call me 8 years fucking later and say he's dead, like as if I don't fucking know? The day you guys facilitated the medical kidnapping of Uncle John is the day he fucking died. And you tortured him. Right up until the bitter end, he left an old lonely man, and it's funny how I should find his cane not even 2 days before the fucking bank calls me after all this time. And then when I walk with that cane, people, I will walk with it with pride. What happened to Uncle John? He did not deserve that. What happened to my kids with Eleanor targeting my kids through the healthcare system with her blood money? With the government supporting her so that she can go around doing this without being held to account? Fuck that shit. As YouTube's gonna come in and what, take down more videos? Why, YouTube? What are you afraid of? I'm a nobody. You made sure that happened to be that way. You destroyed the fucking foundation with your stupid politics. With your corruption. With your psychotic fucking staff. Your sadist and masochist fucking staff that like to fuck AI. They probably have a whole bunch of dummies sitting in the back room so they can go have sex with when they're not on their break for coffee. Serious. That's how morbid they are. And I told them, you guys are going to do what you're going to do anyway because you've already done it. And I hung up on him. So now we're going to find out what CIBC Bank is going to do with Uncle John's signature. Are they going to fraud it again? Fraud it again? They frauded it already. What difference does it make if they fraud it again? They're going to send me a little fucking check for $92? It's not about the money, people. It's about the fucking principle. I will not cash that fucking check. And I'll send it, whatever they fucking send me in the mail. I don't care what it is. That's going to head office. And head office, maybe, just maybe, might do the right thing and investigate what happened to Uncle John. Because you know it's not coming from the provincial government. Hell no. They're too busy protecting the criminals. They're too busy protecting the Eleanor Gildings that like to commit fraud, mail fraud, bank fraud, medically kidnap people, illegally detain them, illegally drug them up, steal their money, and then set them up for an early death. That's what the government of British Columbia, Canada, Premier Eby, likes to protect, right along with your Dr. Bars that come in with their own operating teams and operate on dead bodies as Dr. Fasinskis that come from fucking Ukraine sit there and say, well, you're not gonna get her medical files from the clinic even though she was dead on arrival at the hospital because we don't want the truth to get out there that us doctors right across the board in the province of British Columbia, Canada, are committing heinous crimes against the general population as we've got Now, in the Middle East, 500,000 children set up for the same damn thing. How are you going to keep track of 500,000 children when there's bombs going off everywhere? You know some of them are just going to up and disappear. But of course, YouTube won't let you report on that because it might be medical misinformation. Yeah. Not that anyone would want to report on that because they're too busy fucking making money on the just the fear-mongering and the war-mongering and just everything that goes around that crap. Like, so shallow. That's what you call freaking shallow. So whatever CIBC bank, I don't care what you fucking do. You're a shitty fucking bank. You're probably, well, why, if that's the way you feel about us, why are you still a customer? Well, I don't know. Maybe because in 1999, when I came back from Alberta after Uncle John picked me up, and he said, Judy, I want my own account. Take me to a bank. I said, oh, here's a good bank. I'll take you to CIBC Bank, and we'll hook up an account for you, John. You can do whatever you want. I'll help you with it, being that you can't see very well. And while I'm there, since I just got back from Alberta, I'll start a new account. And I've been there since 1990. And what did they do? They fucking took a knife and they stabbed me in the fucking back when they medically kidnapped Uncle John. And now they want to come back in and add salt to the wound. Yeah, okay. After 8 fucking years, you want to add salt to the wound. Yeah, okay. Over a $92 account that you know requires John's signature. So what? You confirm that he's dead now after 8 fucking years? Yeah, okay. That's your right now to just remove him quietly and hope that your dirt will just disappear into the wind? I don't think so. I don't think so. And that's why I have Uncle John's walking cane right now. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go get it and I'm going to show you. Show what? AI in my house? Little fucking spyware? Spyware scene that I had found Uncle John's cane? Look, he had it all taped up, everything. He loved this cane. This was his pride and fucking joy. Okay? This is his original cane. He walked with it for years. We ended up getting him another one, but I kept this one. And when I walk with it, I'll be proud to walk with it, people. You don't know how fucking proud I'll be to walk with this thing. This is my cane now. And what, 2 days later, CIBC Bank calls me up after fucking 8 fucking years after what they did to Uncle John. Kind of makes you wonder where the cameras are in my house. Right? Because you know they're spying. All the time spying, right? Just seems kind of odd that they should call me. Yeah. Anyway. So, here you go. That's my cane now. Yeah. So there you go. YouTube staff, go on with your warmongering bullshit crap and get rich.